Hello everyone, welcome to Haley Moon Tarot. So this is a follow-up to the reading that I put out earlier. I felt I needed to dig into this more because there was all kinds of stuff going on, different scenarios, but it's a person who has their eye on you. So let's dig into this and see who this is. Who has their eye on you? What is it you need to know? Okay, so someone who's been observing you. Just breathe. So yeah, and you can also flip the energy, but I mean, this is someone grounding themselves, finding their inner balance. But yeah, there's someone who's been observing you. There's things that they don't know, some things that they do. Yeah, higher power. So this is someone very attractive, somebody high vibration, a person maybe with, I mean, it's an energy of somebody who's powerful, I feel. Yeah, so someone's just keeping their balance right now. Just kind of just breathe. So there's definitely someone feeling pretty, they're doing a lot of thinking. So they're thinking things through, truth be told. So this is someone going to tell you. They've been kind of checking you out. They are a person of power, but it's this higher power. There's such an attraction here. This is someone who's been doing a lot of thinking. Well, maybe not a lot, but I mean, they're thinking. Someone very intelligent. And it has to do with some sort of truth, or they've learned something. Because it's a person seeking truth. Yeah, so there's a lot of wisdom here. Yeah, this card's coming out. It's all about choosing the one. These two cards were definitely in there, but this is a follow-up. So let's find out more about this person. So why are they observing you? I think we know why. Yeah, they've been kind of keeping things to themselves. Yeah, not saying too much. They're being cautious, careful what they wish for. So they know some things and don't know everything. Now, they could see you as someone like that. Yeah, but there's a lot of excitement. A lot of excitement. Tower, something sudden. Now, this could be someone who's ended a relationship, or something. But I mean, the tower can be the tower can be big things, even things as bumping your head on a cupboard door. I mean, it's not always something so massive and dramatic, but yeah, it's a shock, surprise, something sudden. So this is someone just kind of, until they know everything, they're not going to be making any kind of moves. They're cautious, kind of playing it safe. Yeah, the Hierophant energy. So somebody with good morals and values. It has to do with this person here, the things that they're learning, see their knowledge, they're learning. They're feeling excited, the higher power. There's someone very attracted. They are a person of authority, I feel, or somebody in a higher paid position. But I feel they're thinking about making this move. I mean, it's about the one. So, but they've been observing you. Yeah, checking you out. They feel this draw, this pull. So someone's seeing someone possibly even as marriage material, but it has to do with someone who has... It's about having faith, learning, making sure they know. So they're excited, literally kind of blown away by something. Tell me about this thinker. Yeah, see, they're just being patient here. So there's a lot of interest, checking things out, wanting to know everything about you, what you're interested in. I think you're interested in some of the same things. This person wants to tell you. They're very interested. They find you interesting. Could be your lifestyle habits, just the way you conduct yourself. But there's just a lot of excitement. They're finding something out. It's a shock, surprise. Yeah, I mean, it's an energy of the one. Maybe like the other reading was about getting someone alone, but we'll see. Yeah, it's a person who's been waiting, expanding their horizons, learning more. So there's a lot of interest. See, they're checking things out. They're taking a pause. They're having this massive epiphany. There's something that they're learning about you and more things they want to know. Now, you could have some things in common, but I mean, this person's really in their head. They're trying to be patient, but it's about interest. It's about knowledge and wisdom. So there is someone who's, maybe you've been waiting for this person, but I feel they're being patient and waiting till they know the truth. So it's definitely somebody who probably wants to know if you're single, but they are working hard, expanding their horizons. It's an energy of building, working. So someone has been working really hard. So I do feel a position of authority, power, someone who works. But I mean, it's an energy of doing things. It's someone who's a perfectionist. They may feel like you're perfect, but it's about this expansion. Now, when somebody's expanding, and it does look like work too. Yeah, and then maybe, because it's someone checking someone out, seeing how they conduct themselves, their lifestyle habits, the way they live their life. See, they want to know. They're curious, they're observing, but there's some sort of shock surprise. Yeah, we have the Queen of Pentacles. This is someone looking for a partner. They see someone as a partner, someone who works. They're a very grounded and sensible person, a very balanced person. See how you're conducting yourself. Somebody with good morals and values, similar values. But this is I don't know if you're waiting for this person, but I feel some of you have been waiting for the right person to come in. Maybe expanding your own horizon, so it could go that way. But there's a truth and there's wisdom. You know, someone's finding out something here about you, some kind of truth. Yeah, look at there's the aha moment. See, this is that energy of this person. I mean, there's definitely this energy of something being learned, but it has to do with a victory. They feel victorious. I feel like you're about to connect with someone, definitely. Yeah, it's a person who definitely wants victory, truth. They want to talk to you. They want to ask you out on a date. So there is someone who's been checking you out. Now, I don't know if they hang around places where you hang in, but this higher power is telling me this person has a lot of attraction and draw. This is a person who's concerned about, you know, when they're looking for a partner, they're looking for somebody who's interested in some of the same things they are. But this is someone here too, like I say, that, and I wouldn't be surprised if they've been expanding their horizons themselves. See, getting out there again, but it's all about some sort of truth. I think this person wants to ask you out. Now, if you've had a date with this person or crossed paths with them at some point, there's a lot of thinking, but I really am not 100% sure on that. Yeah, see, going down this path, someone who's a partner. This is someone who looks for a partner. I do see this energy of acknowledging something. See, it's about being acknowledging something, the skills. Two people who, you know, come together and build something. They want to build. This is a person literally looking for a partner. It's company, companionship. This is someone who looks for the whole package, not just somebody who, you know, looks good. They want the whole package. They see skills too, what someone's capable of. So there's things being learned, being acknowledged here. The things you have in common, the things you're interested in. See, they're learning something. I'm going to grab a different deck here. You know, I think it's time to try out... Where is my Lenormand? I must have put it away. Let's have a look at the Hanged Man. Yeah, they're manifesting. See, someone who has everything they need. So there's a lot of desire to manifest this. It has to do with communication. See, they're very attracted, the higher power, but it's about making a move. I do think this is someone, maybe a person of authority, very educated for some. But it's also an energy of someone who learns the school of hard knocks. But I feel it's just all about your lifestyles, all the things you have in common. Two people who kind of work and are very creative. This is an energy of creating this path, but it's about teaming up. It's about partnership. Yeah, I feel like this, I mean, this person's manifesting it. You may have manifested this yourself, but... So you can flip the energy, but wow, I mean, this is about starting something new, someone preparing, see, learning something. They're getting prepared. Because this person's like literally, wow, this is my person. But you can see they're being cautious, keeping a few things to themselves. But this person's somebody who keeps this all in, but this is how they're feeling internally. And if you are aware, because I do feel some of you could be very aware of each other, and often the Queen of Pentacles kind of, you know, acts a little aloof or maybe a little shy. But I'm going to tell you, I feel like this is aware, and it could be where you suddenly become aware of this person. Because the Magician is about being aware. It's the start of something, someone who has everything they need. It's all about preparing. So there's going to be some sort of communication. Yeah, I see someone who has a house, a home. You know, they take care of themselves, very grounded. I see comfortable home. See, it's about comfort. And I do see a strong financial foundation, but it's about somebody who possibly lives alone. That they're learning things here, and they're really, really excited. Yeah, somebody who's been crushing here. Definitely this crush and longing for love. But it's also an energy of romance. So it's somebody who's thinking romantic thoughts. It's all about learning. It's about being romantic. Now, we all know that, almost like this person's trying to come up with ideas and maybe collaborating, talking to people about dates and things to do. There could be a person who's a little out of practice, because practice makes perfect. So whoever this person is, they are definitely, and now you're going to find out a truth too. Wow, yeah. See, it's all about happy home, happy life, someone putting themselves out there, putting all the cups on the table. Now, this is someone who's fairly content, with their life. They have what they need, but they long for love. So somebody here who definitely wants love, but I do feel it's someone who's maybe been alone for a while. They're out of practice, because I see practice makes perfect. But it's about putting all those cups on the table. Yeah, this is someone who wants happiness, emotional fulfillment. I do feel they could want children. And if it's not children, it's just all about being romantic. This person is definitely excited. So it's like they keep it in. They're excited. They don't show it. Now, this could even be this Queen of Pentacles energy. No, you got an Emperor. The Emperor is the person who makes this come about. They make things happen. See, expanding the horizons. This is someone preparing. They have everything they need, but love, they long for love. So this is someone who's been preparing themselves, I feel, financially to be ready. But it's about interest in investing, the things you have in common. So they're definitely learning something here. But this is someone who's about to tell you the truth. They've been crushing on you. So you're going to learn, or you're going to find it out. If you're the person, you could both become suddenly aware of each other. But I don't know. I feel like you're not aware. Often the Queen of Pentacles, if you're aware, you're just maybe feeling a little uncomfortable because you're seeing someone check you out, and it's just kind of, but where it feels a little, uncomfortable at first. But this is also someone who tries to make people feel comfortable. But I feel like some of you are not aware, and you're going to be suddenly aware of this person's presence. This is someone definitely in the energy of hope. Hoping the feelings are mutual, that you're as interested as they are. This is also someone who's let go of their past, so they're not bringing in any baggage. They're definitely patient. But this is someone I feel starting to lose patience. But they've been doing a lot of thinking. They want to know everything about you. It's beyond curiosity. So I feel this energy of the star, that there's some kind of hope here. Some of you too, maybe just, working, being single, preparing to be single kind of energy, or just focusing on work, expanding your horizon. So I wouldn't be surprised if you don't see this coming, or you're unaware, but you're going to be aware, because it's going to happen suddenly. I think this person's just going to come right up to you and put themselves out there. Yeah. But this person is definitely coming in without baggage. And I do see hope, the star, everything they could ever want. Yeah, the person of their dreams. Wow. I really feel some of you aren't aware, but you're going to be. Which is why I'm doing this follow-up. Because that other reading, there was just so much going on in there with this person, because there's so many different scenarios. The energy's the same, but it plays out a little different. It's whether you know the person or not. Tell me more about this Emperor. Yeah, they're going to make it happen. Yeah, somebody who wants love, longs for love. This is an energy of an attraction, a spark attraction between two people. So there's definitely a very powerful attraction. Something about this person or about you makes you very attractive. See, this is somebody who, it's a person who knows their worth, like somebody with good morals and values. So this person sees you as attractive because of that. You're going to be so shocked and surprised here, but this is about love coming in. This is someone observing you, probably looking to make sure that you don't have another person. Definitely, I can see that. Yeah, it's about the two of you coming together. I see a friendship here, starting out as friends first. Maybe you've had a conversation with this person at some point. Maybe you're single parents, you've had a conversation. They could be in your neighborhood. But this is someone who's been patiently waiting and learning. They want to know more. It's beyond curiosity, but what they do know makes this person really happy. They want to see, it's all about happiness and joy. I mean, this is new. So this definitely is new. I don't feel like you've dated this person, but there's so much happiness. See, this is somebody who's fairly content, but they're not fulfilled. This is someone who's been expanding their horizons, working very hard. Basically, I feel preparing themselves financially. So, and it could be someone who, does want children. But I love this energy because it's friends first, soulmate connection. They like that. So if you are someone who wants to be friends first, it only makes you more attractive. See, there's a lot of desire here. A lot of desire. So this is definitely, a very high vibrational connection, that higher power. Very powerful. I think this person's going to make a pretty powerful move. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they are definitely successful, planning, preparing, hoping for the best. They're coming in this with a very positive energy. And I do see successful, like they see this as going someplace. This is likely someone who's dated a lot of people and really never really connected with anyone they've seen themselves married to or living with. It doesn't go anywhere. But this person's coming in really high vibrational. The sun is shining. You're going to be very happy, I feel, with this. If you are a person who's been focusing on work, maybe building a business, or you're just very stable, but this is what this person can provide. They can provide even more. There's a lot of abundance here, but this is about coupling up, partnering up. This is someone who sees you as a partner. See, they're looking for a partner. They're not just looking for love. They're not just looking for friendship. They want both. See, their best friend, and then love. But you can see they're patient. And I do think if you are someone who has very good morals, values, and, the friends first energy, you're only more desirable, to this person. So they are planning, preparing here, and they're coming in. So I do think this is someone who takes great pride in everything they do. They are someone who's is willing to provide, but I feel what they see is what the other person provides. If you are someone who wants family or children, that's what I feel this person really wants is home. They have a love of home, family, but it's about someone who feels like home. So you may have even had a conversation with this person someplace at some time. Maybe, if you are single parents, maybe talked about children, but I feel for a lot of you, it's just an energy of someone's lifestyle habits, the way they talk. They want to know, it's all about someone's history, their childhood. They literally want to know everything. I think you have a lot in common here with this person where you're going to find that out. But this person is definitely in that tower moment where they're so excited. They're getting ready to make a powerful move. I don't think you're going to see it coming, but I wouldn't be surprised if you haven't had a conversation with this person at some point. But there's somebody who kind of wasn't ready. Well, I don't know if they weren't so ready, but it's somebody who's content. But then all of a sudden when they connect with you, all of a sudden this person wants more. So they were kind of content. Now they're not so content because now they have this desire. This is crazy energy with this person. Yeah, you can see they see opportunity. They're fantasizing and romanticizing. So I do think they're, and I wouldn't be surprised if they're talking to people or collaborating, someone they know, about gifts, romance, and things, because I do think they're out of practice. That's why I feel practice makes perfect. So taking a little step back, looking at things differently. You're different than the usual type. This is what's happening is they're kind of taken aback. Like, this is someone I feel who was prepared to be single, or they've just been preparing and didn't really think that, they get to the point where they're kind of content, thinking, well, I'm pretty content. I have what I need. But then all of a sudden they see you, they're checking this out, and they're like, now they have this desire. So really interesting. So this is somebody here definitely going to make some kind of a move. You're different than their usual type, but there's something that's just right. See, they see beautiful opportunity. They fantasize, romanticize of being with you, spending time with you. And I do think this is somebody who really does want their best friend and lover. They're not just interested in connecting. They're not into one-night stands. They also have, they love themselves first, basically. It's respect and self-worth. So this person really, the more you are in that energy, the more they desire you. So really interesting. Yeah, this is definitely talking to people. I think this is somebody going to just get this going. If you're out the next time this person sees you, they're probably going to ask you out. There could be some mutual friends. Maybe this is something they're finding out. Because there's things being learned here. The thinker, they're learning. So there's a very similar energies to the last reading follow through. Yes, they want to get this going. They're happy. They like what they hear. And I do think this is this is new. So this is someone definitely, and it could be someone who's ended something with the Tower. It is possible, but I do see this person as literally being content, happy with their life. Maybe they have children, grandchildren, they're very happy, but all of a sudden, there you are. So you have change coming, very positive, very happy changes coming. This is someone going to make a move. And if you are somebody who's been thinking, oh, I'm just going to sit here and be single, and and I feel a lot of you're just working and keeping yourself stable. But I feel like you want the same thing, a partner, something you've always dreamed of and wanted. See, it's like both of you. That's some common energy. But there's beautiful positive changes coming. This is somebody who would provide. If you wanted to have children and be a stay-at-home, they would provide. A lot of safety, security, long term. See, it's all about partnering up. So it's like both people, what you both hoped and wanted. Some of you, since you were young, even your first love, you've wanted a partner, your best friend. And that's what I feel is this shock and surprise. This person may be finding this out. Yeah, very, very interesting energy. One more reading here. I want to just pull out this other card. Tell me about this Two of Cups. The Two of Cups. Bring a gentle touch. So this person could be very gentle. See, the gentle touch. So I feel this is someone who, they may be seeing you this way as a little shy. Often the Queen of Pentacles comes across as shy, so they're going to be very gentle with you. See, they bring a gentle touch. They're a very kind and compassionate person underneath that. They like to give gifts. They like to show someone they like them, And I do feel this is about creating new memories too. So I feel this is someone who's definitely going to be making that move. And what do we see? Dragonfly, spirit, truth transcends illusion. So this person's seeking truth before they start this. And I do feel what the truth they're finding out makes them really happy. So this is a beautiful new path here. See, it's all about truth. I think this person sees you as kind of shy. And it could be them, but it's all about being gentle. I feel this person has a gentle spirit. I feel they have good morals and values. I feel they like to give gifts. Someone who'd like to spoil someone a little bit too. I feel they can be quite generous. I'm getting a very positive vibe. Yeah, very playful, youthful kind of energy. Feeling young again too for some. But some of you, there is definitely the energy of younger people where somebody's ready to have children and family. They have a house, a home, they have everything they need. But I do think you're going to suddenly become aware that this person's been checking you out. So there's some place maybe that you go. I mean, they could be coming and going from your workplace. Somebody who comes into a place where you work possibly, or in your neighborhood, or if you're single parents, maybe your children are playing together. You may have a conversation. But this is about taking a leap of faith. This person's ready to go down this path. This is someone who calculates the risk. So there's things they definitely want to know. Beautiful energy. I really like this person's energy. I feel this is a kind of person who, when they're ready to make it happen, they make it happen. Somebody who I feel is very logical, intelligent. I feel there's somebody who balances head and heart, but I definitely feel bring that gentle touch. So this is somebody feeling very lucky, like it's the higher power. It's just something that's meant to be. So I wouldn't be surprised if you haven't had a conversation. Now, they could be an acquaintance, or you have some friends, acquaintances, maybe places where you go. But there's very positive news. I think they're just going to, next time this person sees you, I feel they're just going to put themselves out there and just do it. So I wish you the best here. Keep doing whatever it is you're doing, because they will make it happen. If you are that feminine energy, they're going to make it happen. But the more you love yourself first, the more desirable you are to this person. So remember that. Okay, knowing your worth. They also know theirs. There's a lot of respect, self-respect here. So this is somebody who definitely will treat you with utmost respect. Okay? Yeah, very, very nice energy. But I do see that feeling young again, playful, youthful. This is someone just so excited. They feel like a little kid. It's like being a kid in a candy shop, for the first time. That's kind of how this person's feeling. I mean, it's just the excitement is, I feel, for this person, probably a little overwhelming. And I do think it's about thinking what to say, how to say it. I mean, maybe they're suddenly feeling shy, because this is something they want so bad. Yeah, beautiful energy. Do take care. I wish you the best, and we'll see you soon.